Okay, we're here with Andrew Campbell, sailor for Team American Magic on the AC40 America. Looked like a pretty successful day offshore. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it was a really nice day to be outside in the Gulf today. We knew we wanted to poke our heads out and see whether we could get into some of the bumpier conditions, and no, it didn't disappoint. Pensacola continues to get better and better by the day here.
How does the agenda change when you're going offshore versus inshore?
Yeah, well, the wave state, the sea state complicates these boats. You know, it makes them more difficult to sail, and you know, you end up having to look for some more forgiving settings and in the sail plan and in the foil plan. So, you know, trying to get a good handle on how much to compromise to make the boat easier to sail and still be able to get to optimum performance. Those kinds of compromises are what we're looking at and deciding about.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
We noticed the new addition to the starboard foil arm. What is its intended purpose?
Yeah, it's the same. We're just doing a lot of experiments with these foils, trying to understand what types of modifications we can be looking at moving forward, and what sorts of you know, it's all part of our appendage, you know, exploration here. You know, trying to get a feel for what shapes are going to be right, you know, long term.
Okay. And we saw what looked like Pete Melvin on board today. What kind of things would he contribute to the team?
Pete is one of our, you know, great hull designers here. He's looking at how he's pretty curious to come out and see how the sea state, you know, affects these platforms, and how this boat looks different from Patriot. You know, he hasn't seen that comparison yet, so getting him on the water is always a good value. Getting all the designers on the water is good value for us.
Nice. Is there a specific ride height setting for offshore that works well, or is it just always changing?
Yeah, it's kind of some of the testing we were doing today, going through and understanding what the autopilot's capable of doing, and then how precise it is and how accurate it can be, and which way of the ride height settings we need to fudge, you know?
Okay. What's the biggest challenge of being out there on a day like today?
The biggest challenge is being on the chase boat, I think. It's making sure you got enough gear and making sure your Helly Hansen dry suit is keeping you warm and dry. That's the biggest challenge, making sure you're dressed right, I think. But, you know, the boats are a handful to sail, you know, when the sea state is such that the T-sink, you know, where the foil, the bulb in the water and the bottom of the hull, you know, the waves get bigger than that distance, you can find yourself in trouble pretty quick.
Sure, yeah. With just about a month left to go, how would you say the timeline is progressing?
We're excited about how we've gone here, and I think we're still kind of opening this can of worms that is the AC40. You know, we're trying to understand its limitations, understand its strong points, and we're looking forward to getting two of them on the water when we get to Barcelona. I think that'd be a really good step for us. But this is all part of that progression, and learning about how one boat works is the big step that we can make now while we're here, and I think that we're all on track for that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Sure.